In this lesson, I want to talk briefly about 3D sketches. 3D sketches enable you to draw lines in three-dimensional space. Let's start taking a look at this by creating a new part in SOLIDWORKS from one of your Infinite Skills part templates. Now, unlike 2D sketches that we've been working with up until now, 3D sketches only have one way to get started, and that's to use the 3D sketch icon that's either in your sketch toolbar. It might be behind a drop-down behind the sketch tool itself if you have a little triangle over here, or it could be in the Insert menu under 3D Sketch. When you're in a 3D sketch, you aren't necessarily sketching on any plane, but there is some structure to the way it works that will help you avoid just freeform drawing lines in three-dimensional space. Let's start by trying to sketch a line in the 3D sketch. First of all, there are a couple of differences that you will notice. The cursor has a YZ label on it, and the sketch origin looks very different. If we rotate the view slightly, you notice that the bigger red origin is definitely located on a plane. And if I sketch a line using click, click, that line has been drawn on the plane that was originally parallel to the view, which is the YZ plane. If you want to change planes that you're sketching on, you press the Tab key. Notice that the cursor now changes to the ZX plane. If I press it again, it goes to XY. Notice that the orientation of the red origin, which in this case is called the space handle, changes every time I press Tab as well. So what is a 3D sketch good for? 3D sketches are great in a number of situations. If you're creating a welded frame, 3D sketch is great for drawing the center lines of the structural members. If you're drawing piping or tubing or even wiring, 3D sketch can be very handy. It also shows up for things like exploded views in assemblies. It's very handy to use, takes a little bit of getting used to, and you have to be able to visualize very well in order to make best use of it. If you want to make a line that steps out of the planar orientation, you can make sure that it snaps to something. So this last line that I've drawn is not on any plane. If you want to, you can also make sure that you're sketching specifically on a plane. So you could double-click on a particular plane from the feature manager and just sketch on that. And that's the only way that you can sketch certain elements within a 3D sketch, such as circles and arcs. Splines can be freehand drawn without being on a plane, but we'll save that for a more advanced lesson. To get out of sketching on a particular plane, just double-click in empty space. You may have to turn the sketch cursor off by pressing Escape before you double-click. Now, most of the same rules from regular sketches apply in 3D sketches, but there are several different types of relationships that can be created. First, you will notice in the Property Manager, we have along X, along Y, and along Z. Also, you can constrain a point to a plane using the on-plane relation, which does not exist in 2D. If you click on a line and a plane, there are some additional options, such as on-plane that we've mentioned, normal, which is the 3D equivalent of perpendicular, parallel YZ, and parallel ZX. These last two mean that the selected line will be forced to be on a plane that's parallel to the YZ plane or to the ZX plane. 3D sketches are only used in a few different situations within SOLIDWORKS, And for the basic features that we're going to start out using, you won't need to know these very well. But I do want you to be aware that 3D sketches are available for a number of things.